We're going to start off with the season opener.
Wow.
Dallas Cowboys.
Wow.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What a game.
Yeah.
I mean, Dallas showed up and nearly actually upset the defending Super Bowl champions at home in the opener. So, I mean, what did you take away from that game?
The big takeaway for me was, well, let's just call it how it is at first. I think Dallas was Dallas. You force a couple turnovers on Tom Brady, and you feel like Dallas is clawing back into this game. And then when you look at how they can't really capitalize off that and take the game towards the end, this was Dallas's game to win, in my opinion. And yeah, it's week 1. We're talking about Dallas. We're talking about the Super Bowl champs. So maybe we're kind of weighing a Super Bowl hangover, but Brady absolutely went off. Dak absolutely went off. And here's the thing. We know Brady is a true machine out there. He's not a turnover guy. So when Brady, even if he's accidentally coughing these up, like, this is a chance for Dallas. And honestly, you know, we talk about week 1 and we're going to get into some overreactions, but Dallas was actually Dallas in this game. Big offense, absolutely no defense. They make you feel like once in a while they're going to steal a game, and then they're Dallas about it. They're Jerry Jones about it. They're Dak Prescott, you know, lacking that true fourth quarter presence about it. And I mean, that's the big takeaway for me. Tampa Bay offense was great. Thank you, AB, for those fantasy points. Tom Brady absolutely went off in the home opener or in the season opener. And, you know, with the way week 1 happened, I mean, it started great, you know, with Thursday night, ended great with Monday night. We're going to get into that as well. But hell of a game, man. Great opener and definitely one of the better ones in recent memory. But again, like I said, Dallas was Dallas, and I'd be pretty upset if I was the Cowboys. This is a chance for a statement win, and you let it slip. So,
I mean, I wouldn't agree that this was like the Cowboys being the Cowboys. I mean, they played a really good game. I mean, they scored with 1:24 left on the clock to take the 1-point lead.
Right.
They just left too much time on the clock for Tom. I mean, we've seen that happen 1,000,000 times over. But what I actually took away from the game is that Dallas's offense is really good. It's a lot better than I thought. Their line and their wide receiver core, like they're going to be hard to stop for most teams in the league, because we thought that Tampa's defense was so good that no one would be able to actually put up points on them. They made that defense look weak. I mean, at the very least, they may have exposed the fact that Tampa Bay's secondary is nowhere near as good as we thought. If you're able to block the rushers and stop them from putting pressure on your quarterback, then you can be successful. Everyone doesn't have the wide receiver core to do what Dallas did, so it's not particularly a blueprint. Because how many teams in the league have wideouts like that?
Right. That deep, that effective at any point in the game.
Yeah, it's like there might be 4 or 5 teams in the league that can do that, and that doesn't mean that you'd always be able to do that, because they're going to get pressure.
Right.
But, I mean, all in all, Dallas did their thing. They played a great game. I mean, Dak put up over 400 yards.
Right.
3 touchdowns. The 1 interception was CeeDee Lamb's fault. All the way, his fault.
Right.
Ball hit both of his hands, and he dropped it, and they picked it. Same on the other side. Brady threw for 379, 4 touchdowns and 2 picks. One was a Hail Mary. The other one was all the way Leonard Fournette's fault. So all 3 of the interceptions that we saw in this game really weren't they weren't even relevant.
True mistakes. And it especially wasn't relevant when Dallas didn't do anything with it.
No, one was off a Hail Mary. So, I mean, the half was over.
Right.
They couldn't do anything with that.
Going to run it back? I was kind of thinking, what if Dallas did?
He got a decent return, but, I mean, he got tackled and then the half was over. So, it wasn't much to happen about that. So, you can't even be mad at them for not capitalizing. There was an opportunity to capitalize there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, what I saw out of that, I mean, Brady just did. He took the heart from them just like what he always does. I mean, with 1:24 left, he had an 11-play, 57-yard drive, and 4 of those 11 plays was Brady throwing the ball away to waste clock.
Yeah.
It's like he had gotten them all the way to the 19-yard line and very well could have played for the touchdown to just outright win it. Absolutely. Like on a walk-off touchdown. Yeah. But he's like, no, there's too much time left on the clock.
Brady's dissecting.
He wasn't going to do what Dallas did.
Right.
He's like, oh, there's how much time left? Like, I'm going to throw away these next 3 balls consecutively just to eat clock. He held the ball and then threw it high, like 10, 15 yards over the receiver's head, out of bounds.
Right.
He's like, man, I don't care about the stats or the QB rating or any of that. We got to burn this clock so we get this W.
Right. Absolutely. What's up, chat, everybody? Appreciate y'all hopping in. Facebook, Kevin Wagner, Saints. Yes, this might be the only time I get the jersey. We'll get there later. Fees, Wesley says, you don't talk about the Titans, and I won't talk about the Patriots. Sorry, Wesley. Both of those games are coming. Jamila, what's
Yeah.
up? Steeler Nation. Yeah, you got a little something to say, I guess. Allegra, what's happening? This just in on Instagram. Justin Marvel, appreciate you. He says a different kicker, and we're talking about a different result. Yeah, but it goes back to Dallas being Dallas. Greg the Leg literally makes one kick against my Saints, and he loses really the swagger after that, like butchering kicks in this game. So I see what you're saying, Justin, but like I said, I mean, if anything jumps out to me in this game, it's Dallas was Dallas and lost it. Great offense, no defense. Dak can be great for 57 minutes, feels like. And I'm not saying Dak wasn't great all game, but there were times where he fell short, and it's like, okay, you can look back at that, and the Cowboys didn't win because of those moments, because of the turnovers, again, that they didn't capitalize on.
I mean, I think it was a great showing for them. They gave their fans hope. Yeah. All Dallas fans are really high on them. I mean,
moral victory.
I think they're way better than what I gave them credit for originally. I thought that game was going to be a straight-up blowout. I think I might have called that like 38-3. It was something like the score of y'all game. That's what I thought that game would look like.
Right.